Hello, welcome back. Bunny, 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 you're so funny. Cappuccino. Bunny, 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 you're so funny from your head to your toes. That's okay. I definitely started later than I thought I would. This stream won't be too long though, because I'm only doing the backgrounds of these posters, and then I'm gonna stop for the night, but we'll see. Bunny, 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 you're so funny, everyone is here. Bunny, 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 you're so funny from your head to your toes. Bunny, 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 your ears are funny, they're too big for you. Bunny, 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 though you're funny, everyone loves you. Well, don't stay up later than you need to. I don't know what time it is for you now, but if it's nighttime, don't stay up too late. You know, get some sleep. Can't get this pencil up. There we go. Yeah, this stream definitely won't be as long as the other ones. The other ones were like 2.5 hours. Yeah, I'm an hour ahead of you, so it's a little later for me, but still. If you need to get some sleep, that's okay. Trust me, you'll be seeing a whole lot more of these, because I've got a lot more to go through. This is only the first of 10. I've been working on these for a minute. But yeah, I appreciate you tuning in. Yeah. This started a few months ago. I started just writing down in my notes, like, all of the Incredibox mods that I know of and that I have on a computer, I started to lose track, so I made a new list, and I divided them all by 20, or not by 20, but I put them in lists of 20 and and I decided to make them into little posters. Some of them took me longer than others, either because the character's design was super intricate or because I would have different levels of motivation that day to draw, but I got them done. There are some mods that didn't make the list for whatever reason. I can't really remember, but I made sure to get most. And most of these I have played myself. There are a few that I have yet to play, either because they're super new and I haven't played them yet, or because I just haven't had the time. But most of them I have played myself. And if I haven't played them, I have at least seen video of them, of like someone else playing them or making a mix or sounds on the video. There are a few mods that have been teased recently that are supposed to be coming out either before the end of this year or the beginning of next year that I'm very excited for. And unfortunately, it'll probably be a while before they make it into a poster, since, you know, I want to be able to do a full poster. I mean, I could start another one and then just wait for more mods to come out, but I kind of like having a full list. Like right now, I'm waiting for King Comrade, the creator of Traffic mod. I'm waiting for his second version, Luke Talc, to come out. It's technically was supposed to come out this year, but I don't know how likely that is anymore. But I'm still super excited for it. There's another creator, Asbo, who is the creator of Destruction, Havoc, and Belong. He's making a like remake version of Destruction with like slight altered designs and smaller loops. I have played those on my computer, but I'm hoping he adds them to mod.io so that I can... Hello! I'm hoping he adds his mods to... Because he's added Belong to mod.io, but I'm hoping he adds Destruction and Havoc because I really want to mix those for my YouTube because his mods are really good. I like Havoc the most out of all of them. Thank you. I've never really done this before. Thank you. Yeah, I would normally have a picture of like Incredibox, something Incredibox on the iPad, but I was using the iPad as like for the pictures of the polos, but since I've done all the polos, I didn't really know what to put on there. So I just kind of have a video up right now. I would be playing Spotify, but my first stream has a copyright, not a strike, but I got a notice about playing copyrighted music because I was playing Incredible Polo music on Spotify, and gave me a little notice saying that if I continued to do that, they might block my stream for certain people, and I don't want that to happen, so... I do have something going on the TV. I don't know if anyone can hear it. I'm just kind of having it for myself as background noise, but... Yeah. I think... Let me hold it up to the camera. I think Korevi came out really good. I was very afraid because if you look at Downtown and Careless, their faces, like the lines, like his eyes and his mouth, they're a little messed up. I'm not too unhappy with it, but I think Korevi and Afternoon both came out pretty well in that sense. That's okay. I Thanks for tuning in again. I'm glad you're enjoying the streams. Thank you. But yeah, I think both of Sign's mods so far have come out. I did do Waypoint on one of the last posters. Me. Yep. On it will be a while before I get to this, but on the 9th poster, I did Waypoint at the top there. It's gonna be a while before we get to that in the coloring process, but when we get to it, it should be pretty fun. Thank you very much. I hope to see you tune in again. Yeah. No, you don't have to donate. You don't have to do that. Please, save your money. I'm not doing these streams for donations or anything like that, so please, save your money. Use it for yourself. I make my own money. It's okay. I appreciate that, though. Thank you very much. But save your money. I wish I could stream on TikTok because I do have a bit more, I won't say an audience, but I have more followers on TikTok than YouTube. But the first time I tried to stream on TikTok, I had to do an age verification thing. And as you can kind of see, my camera, I would be using my other camera right now, but for some reason, because right now this is like the selfie camera, and my other camera doesn't work for some reason. Every time I try and flip it, it just doesn't work. And that's not too big of a problem, but my selfie camera has a small crack right at the top of the lens, and so you can kind of see it makes things like a little blurry. And so when I tried to submit age verification with like a picture, it didn't work because it couldn't really read it. And so it like kind of locked me out of doing streams until I can do it again. And I didn't really want to go through the headache of that again. So I just said, screw it. I'll just stream on YouTube and post a story on my TikTok. And if people are really interested, they can come over and watch. I kind of want to grow my YouTube a little more anyway, though, because I feel like it's more fun growing on YouTube than it is TikTok. Maybe that's just a me thing. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna take a regular pencil. Just kind of highlight his sleeves. Also, is this just me? The polo from The Love right here, I look at it and sometimes it almost looks like he's wearing like a vest with no sleeves. Like his arms are just out, but those are the sleeves. He just has white sleeves. But when I first started getting into Incredibox, it just looked like he had like a sleeve with no vests on. Oh, that's very nice of you. If you want, you can do that. It's up to you. That I would appreciate that. Thank you very much. I was surprised that as many people streamed to the last stream as they did. Bye bye. Have a good night. Bunny, 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 you're so funny. Everyone loves you. A few mods that I'm very excited and waiting for to come to mod.io is Misery and The Hotel. I'm very excited for both of those mods. I will, definitely. I've checked out some of your mixes and they're also really good. I'll definitely shout you out. Thanks for tuning in to a lot of my mixes, by the way. It always makes me kind of happy seeing you comment. Bunny, 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 you're so funny. Which mod should I mix next? Like, if you look at the lineup of mods that are on the official app right now, or on mod.io, which one do you think I should mix next? Because I've got a few options. There's like 8 that I haven't. Well, there's more than 8, but I haven't downloaded every mod because, you know, some of them are kind of joke mods, and I don't think I'm gonna mix the joke mods unless they're like high quality, like Balls or My Friend. Like, those are joke mods, but they're high quality and they have good music. So if it's mod like that, maybe. Hello, thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. Bunny, 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 you're so funny with your twitchy nose. Bunny, 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 you're so funny from your head to your toes. Hope everyone had a good Christmas. I had a pretty good Christmas. My mom got me some Incredibox merch from the Incredibox website. Bunny, bunny, bunny. I've got that song stuck in my head. Oh, that's cool. I've experimented with different music apps before, but I've never made anything that I'm like proud of. I just kind of messed around in GarageBand and BandLabs, messing with beats and instrumentals. I want to help make music for like an Incredibox mod, but I'm like, I don't really know how to like reach out to a mod maker to like. I'd have to make like a portfolio of like stuff that I've made. It's kind of nerve-wracking though, because you don't know if they're gonna like it. Yeah, the sketches I think definitely look better than the colored in product, because with the sketches, if when it's in pencil, you can go back and fix little mistakes, but once you start coloring it in, if you make a mistake, it's like no going back. But I think I'm doing pretty good so far. I did have to with the downtown polo, I did have to go back and put white out over his eyes because I accidentally made his eyelids or like his eyelids were too crooked and I didn't like how it looked, so I went back over it with whiteout marker to fix it. I think I fixed it okay. But yeah, I've pretty much I've like memorized how to like do a rough sketch of a polo's face. Bunny, 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 you're so funny. Looking for the apron mystery. I watch a belly and a molten glass. Bora. Terra. Sola Riviera. Yeah, I love Incredibox. I discovered the game so back in 7th grade, which was like, oh god, I don't even remember how long ago that was. Had to have been like 6 years ago, I can't remember. But back in 7th grade, when my one of my classes was in the computer lab, kids would get done with whatever test they were doing, and they would go and play the website version of Incredibox because it had like it had like the first 4 versions unlocked for free. And I remember seeing it and just being like, wow, that's so cool. Um, but not really paying it any mind. And then, like, maybe a few years later, I remember seeing a video with Incredibox in the thumbnail. And I remember thinking, oh, I saw that in school. And so I clicked on it and I started to learn more about the game and like the community behind it and see a bunch of cool stuff. And I was fascinated. It was so cool. I think version 7 had just come out. So Jiven had just come out around that time that I like rediscovered Incredibox. And I kind of stuck with the game from that point on and the all the stuff that happened. I watched version 8 get announced. That was so cool getting to experience the announcement and then release of Dystopia. That was one of the coolest moments ever, watching the trailers come out and then getting really excited and seeing everyone's predictions and seeing everyone like come up with little fan designs and animations for what they thought the version was going to be like. And then it came out and everyone was like, wow, it was just so cool seeing version 8 come out. And it like, version 8 came out and it was so different from any other version they had released. Like, all of the polos were like the same color. There wasn't really like a theme to like specific sounds. Like, because you know, you've got like in other versions, like the beats would all be the same theme and color and the effects and the melodies and voices, but in Dystopia, they all are like the same color palettes and like they're all futuristic. They all fit the same vibe. And I feel like Dystopia was the first mod to do it. It was also cool because the bonuses were super, they were like it made like a little movie. And it was like the first time that an Incredibox version actually introduced like the idea of lore and like a kind of cohesive story, like following the polo and the bonuses and seeing what he was trying to do in this like futuristic city. And I think that was cool because then people started to make mods around that time, and it kind of inspired people to also make their own little stories and express them through Incredibox. Like Rem and her Evadare series, which was one of the first mods I had ever seen. She made like a good cohesive story with her first version of Evadare, and it was like intriguing. And she kept going, and it just kept getting more interesting as it went on. Yeah, Evadare is definitely up there in like one of my top mods. I've been through this game's highs and lows. Like the incident that happened a few years ago with RB. Yeah, that was just awful. I was very, very sad to find out what happened. And disappointed. I feel like the community kind of has been able to come back from that a little bit because I feel like it kind of people started to kind of rise up and make their own Incredibox mods after that. And like, cause like originally around like, I won't say peak Incredibox, but around like the time that version 8 and version 9, like version 9 was just coming out, I think. and there were already a few mods like the Evadare series and Artemy. He had released Travis, and if there were already a few like a good handful of mods out, but not like a lot, like nothing compared to what's out today. But so when you really look at it, it's like there were only like a handful of people who actually knew how to make mods. But now there's like so many mods and so many different creators behind them that's like, and then some of these creators are collabing to make even bigger mods, and it's like the community has come such a long way from what it used to be. Whether that's for better or worse, I personally think it's really good seeing all these very talented individuals put their love and passion into something and make something like really great. I just think it's really interesting. Seeing people, their talent with animation, people's talents with music, with design, with so many different things, and seeing them be able to apply that to a bigger goal in the end. It's inspiring, honestly. Yeah, chords. Love that mod. So good. I think College Knowledge is honestly a very underrated mod maker. And he's made a lot of mods. Like, for as many mods as he's made and for as high quality as some of them are, I feel like he's still a very underrated player in the mod making sphere. Because he makes some pretty high quality mods. Like chords and pecadoras are both very good. Insanity is honestly one of my favorites. Even grayscale, like grayscale is very simple, and yes, grayscale falls into that realm of mods that's like it's another Sunrise remake with like the Sunrise designs and theme, but the music is still very good. I don't know, I think people should check out his stuff more. It's enigmatic. Never feel alone. It's enigmatic. I think my favorite, like, original version from the actual game is, honestly, I really like Dystopia, but I really like Sunrise and the Love. It just gives me vibes of, like, early era Incredibox. Although Alpha, or not Alpha, Alive is really good as well. Fly with me. Follow me into the stars. I will show you the world. You gotta run away from sin. Or away from me. It's enigmatic. Never feel alone. If I leave, I know you will follow me. Can you jump higher and higher? If you ever change yourself into an eagle. Did you guys find the med kits on my body? Musica bella vita, ganga gorgia. Please don't tell me how to be me. You can definitely see the Polo's head started to get a little bigger as they go down, and definitely as they go farther into the pages. I honestly think I'm happy with that, though, because that means they might be a little bit easier to put intricate details into with the coloring process. Because some characters just have such intricate details that if they were any smaller than they were, they'd be way too hard to fully do.
Hey, yo, bitch! Hey, can you hear me? You sure you want to talk shit to that thing? Oh no, we're dead. It's not moving. We're fine. Oh, okay. Hello. Hey, guys. So, what, are we missing one piece of wood? I think so. I think we might have used up all our med kits. I have two sitting under my ass, but no one can touch them. Oh, yeah, I have the MC key as well. You had us from key? I should have gone. We could have just gone. No, we need the ladder.
Yeah, I think there are some really good scratch mods. But yeah, I think playing on a computer is like it's actually pretty good, but yeah, some scratch mods are a lot they're hard to run. I think someone who's really good at making scratch mods is Overcooked Lemonade, the guy who made Interstate 190. His scratch mods are honestly like they're very high quality. I only have a laptop, yeah. I don't have a PC. I'm planning to save up for one though. I think the reason my laptop struggles so much to run certain scratch mods and just mods in general is because it's a very old laptop, and so it's very slow, it's a little glitchy. But yeah, it runs pretty well most of the time, but some days I'll go to open up an Incredibox mod and it'll make me wait for like 30 minutes before anything happens. Or and then sometimes it'll open instantly, so it's just kind of random. But yeah, I was saying Overcooked Lemonade I think makes like really high quality scratch mods. His he released a mod recently for Christmas. It was his version of Two Faces by Incredible Polo, and it was Christmas themed, and it was strange, but it was really good. It functioned very well because he released about a month ago, I think. He released his scratch mod template for people to be able to make their own mods. And there's a lot of different little elements in it that normal scratch mods don't have, that it almost makes it just like a regular like mod but on scratch, such as like bonuses, the you can like hold on polos to like single one out, or you can like click on them to mute them, instead of like clicking them and they just go away like a normal scratch mod does. um and then he also added like some cool elements, like putting certain polos with other polos will make them play a different sound or do something different. And it's like, I don't know how he comes up with that. Like, it's so cool seeing the stuff that he comes up with for scratch mods. And I think I honestly think it's comparable to Rem and how good she is at coding like the base game mods to like be able to do different things with like all sorts of different UI and coding. She's come a long way too with like being able to change like backgrounds and foregrounds and adding new little animations to everything and just really cool stuff. And I think he's on the same level when it comes to making scratch mods. I do kind of wish his some of his mods were base game mods, because I want to, and because I want to play them on mod.io so that I could play them on my phone. But although his Two Faces mod does work on an iPad, because I did load up the Two Faces mod on this, and it actually functioned pretty well. It didn't lag, it didn't glitch, it didn't shut down. It was pretty good. So, and I haven't mixed with a scratch mod yet on my YouTube channel, so maybe that will be like the first scratch mod I do if I don't get a PC in the meantime. It's enigmatic. Never feel alone. Hmm.
What happened? I think it's doing its loop and just crawled back up to us. I threw the brick, but I threw it down the other end of the hallway. That's crazy. It doesn't go in the bathrooms, it looks like. I don't know if I'm supposed to like throw the brick at it. No, I went past it to like leak into that place, but I don't think you can. You throw it past it so it'll distract it. Somebody just whispered at us. The narrator, I think. I think it's Dragon Saws. I am. Yeah. It's directly upstairs area. I throw a brick away from me down the hall, and he goes, "Oh, so you're in the classroom?" I'm like, "What happened to me, dude?" I don't fucking get it, bro. Maybe we throw it at him? I don't know, dude. Here, clear, Juicy. He's not over here. By the way, I should probably tell you, when I found the saw, it's on my body. Yes, I know you're right, ex-beaver. I got a circumcised Josh. You laughing, my friend? Epic. It's crazy. Just throw a brick at it. Alright, so now we know you were right. Fucking throw a brick or a piece of glass and then freaks out. Yeah. Tricks on you. Just flooding. You missed. Elliot. Really hope I don't fart right now. That would really suck. This guy ran up to me. He stood in front of me and wouldn't let me move.
No, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. If you need to get some sleep, that's okay. I'm gonna be almost done with this anyway, so. Yeah, once I'm done, I'm also gonna be going to bed, so. The stream will be up on my channel once it is finished. It'll probably take it'll probably take a little while for it to fully upload, but once it does, you can go back and look at the stream on my channel if you want to just watch the process again. Because once the stream ends, I wait for it to be uploaded to, or I wait for it to process fully into just a full-length video. And then once that happens, it automatically makes it a private video, but I can switch it to a public video, so. I think it looks kind of cool. It's from Lex's auto mod. It's based on, it's the song of the mod is based on bonus 1 from Dystopia. I do think Dystopia is definitely overused in terms of design inspiration, I guess, because a lot of people, I get it, you know, it's the concept designs behind Dystopia are cool, but I do wish that people would kind of come up with their own designs a little bit more, because a lot of people nowadays, they use the concept designs of the dystopian polos their mods, which that's fine, you know, do what you want, but it is starting to get a little bit overused, in my opinion. I do think some people kind of like they make up for it by like making the colors a little bit different or like tweaking the designs just a little bit, but still, there are a lot of mods that use the dystopian designs, and I think some are really good and some, I don't know. I think Auto is pretty good though. But yeah, I know what you mean. I will say though, Auto, it does reuse like dystopian designs, but it does have a few like original designs that are like pretty cool. I hope Lex eventually puts their mods back on mod.io. I think the only one they did before was Careless, which it's no longer on there. And I think, I don't know if this is correct, but I think I asked about it in their Discord server, and I think someone said that Lex took it down because they're planning to update it, and they're just waiting to re-release it with the full update. And I think they said once that happens, then they will also put the rest of their mods on there. So like Deep Blue, Wolfgang, maybe some of Flow Studios' work, like Two Faces and Piège, and maybe Into the Pit, because Lex worked on all of those, since Lex is one of the heads of Flow Studios. All right. That's the first poster. I think it came out pretty good. From left to right. Turn it this way. Try and get a full look at it. I think it came out pretty good. Yeah, I have noticed that some mods, both newer and older that were already in the game, some polos, like their heads will be like really big, and then like some of them will just glitch out. Like like you can notice it in some of my mixes, like Skylines by Trillybox or Trillygot. One of the effects, who has the star glasses, at the end of like one of his loops, his head just kind of gets big for a second, and it's like weird looking. And then like in Winterland, the base's head kind of moves around weird. Thankfully, some of these mods get updated and like fixed. Like I played the bells recently for one of my mixes, and it's good in the mix. But when bells initially got released to mod.io and I tested it out, one of the melodies, it was so broken, like it would like go from being visible to invisible just randomly. So I think it just might be the way mod.io runs. Like sometimes it just kind of can't handle the mod. And so some people, so like sometimes the creators of the mod might have to go back in and fix some stuff. But other than that, yeah, I've seen other mods work pretty well, but some mods definitely have little bugs in them that I think people need to fix. I will say though, I think it mostly happens with imported mods, because when I imported Winterland, a lot of two of the voices, like their heads were really big, and then one of the effects in Winterland, when I imported it to the game, it was literally the whole head covered the rest of the body. Yeah. I think as time goes on, they'll eventually like get the game to the point where it can handle all this different kind of UI that people want to implement into their mods. Because, you know, people were very afraid of the change because Rem and her modding build gives people such freedom to be very creative with their mods. But mod.io doesn't support the build. And so it kind of limits people's creative freedom with that because a lot of people had so many cool ideas for mods, including Rem herself. But because of these limitations, it makes it so that people won't be able to fully express their creativity and what they want to achieve with their mods. Although I don't think it'll stay that way forever because one of the initial problems was that the game didn't support like large polos and like certain UI aesthetics. But those have since changed and people can now use taller polos, they can have foreground decoration and all sorts like and you like Rem was able to implement her snow effect into her bells mod so it's pretty cool to see like um mods be able to change and I'm hoping that as time goes on the game and the Incredibox team will be able to slowly make the game more accessible with this new type of UI that people want to implement. Because Rem even said, like, she has some really cool ideas for the future of her Evadare 2 series, but because of the limitations and the stuff that she's not able to do with the current UI, it kind of discourages her from wanting to do it. And so she said she might not even be able to finish the mods and that it might end up having to just be a really long, like animated little video to finish up the story, which is unfortunate. I really hope that, because she said, I don't think she said it's official, but I really hope that she eventually does make the rest of the mods because I love her mods and I think they're really good and I really want to see how the story of Evadare 2 plays out in mod form. I would still support it either way, even if it was just a video, but I really want to be able to play with the sounds and the mod because it's all really, really good. But yeah, I think as time goes on, things will eventually work out. I think everyone just kind of freaked out because it was a scary change coming from having like all the creative freedom in the world to now you have to like you have to work with the tools given to you by the Incredibox developers. But yeah. Well, at least you do if you want your mod to be able to be legal because obviously people are still making mods and like not posting them to mod.io without the links and they're still using APKs and zip files and EXEs going against the developer's wishes. You know, people are still doing that, obviously. But as long as people upload their mods to mod.io, it's fine, I think. Because I've seen mods that still use the APKs and all that other stuff, but they put them on mod.io. So I think as long as they're in mod.io, you can use the APK links to like let other people play the game. But like people aren't doing that with certain mods because of the special UI that they're using in the mod because they know that it's not going to be supported with mod.io. They know that the mod won't function properly or to the best of its abilities because of the limitations that mod.io mods have. Um but yeah, like I said, I do think it will eventually get better and that if the community and the developers just have a little bit better communication with each other, they can build the game into something great. Greater than it already is. I hope so anyway, because I love this game and I love being a part of this small little corner of the internet where we can all just have fun and make music and enjoy this little thing. Even though some people ruin it, definitely. There are definitely some bad apples in the community, like people who leak mods and people who just like discourage certain creators from making mods anymore. Like, I won't name names, but a mod was posted to mod.io right on Christmas Eve. or it was either Christmas Eve or the day before Christmas Eve, but a mod was posted on mod.io, and I think personally think it's really good, and I think the creator behind it, they originally they usually only do scratch mods, so this is their first base game Incredibox mod, and for what it is, it's actually really good. The animations are nice, the designs are all really cool. It's a very, very cool mod, and the music is great as well. I think it's pretty good overall, but there was just I left a comment on mod.io just saying how I thought the mod was good, and I was reading other people's comments, and people were all saying nice things, and there was this one person. It wasn't just a random person. It was someone who has made a mod. It was a mod creator, and I won't say who, but they were going through people's comments that were saying like nice things and basically like telling them, not telling them, but basically saying how like they were wrong, I guess. No. I don't think I know who Spider is, but they were just going through the comments and basically saying like someone said some really nice things about the mod, and they replied to that comment saying, whatever you're smoking, give me 10 of them, like saying that they were like crazy basically. And someone called them out and left a comment um saying like how they shouldn't be discouraging people and their mods. They should be like giving them encouraging them and giving them feedback, but this person's just being kind of mean. And then this person said something like, oh well, I just don't like when people blatantly put their fetishes in mods. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Because there's nothing in the mod that's like a fetish. I didn't really understand what they were talking about. But another thing is they brought up like people putting fetishes in mods, but their mod has some really weird. The mod that they've posted on mod.io, it's a joke mod, and it has some really weird stuff in it. It's like a more infamous joke mod, I guess, in the community. And like I just thought to myself, like, of all people to be saying they don't want to see fetishes and kinks in an Incredibox mod, this person cannot talk because they put some really weird stuff in their mod that personally I don't like. But yeah, and like the feedback is just not like it's not like constructive criticism. It really is just kind of mean. And like another thing is, whether it was intentionally a fetish thing or not put into the mod, like if you don't like someone's mod for whatever reason, you could just not play it. Like I don't know why that's such a strange concept for some people in the community. Like someone will make a mod based on something, or it'll have something in it that like triggers someone, whether it be a design or a sound, or like, oh, this is a fetish and a kink, and that's weird and I don't want to see that. Okay, but no one's making you play the mod. Like these people complain about not liking certain things in certain mods, but you don't have to play the mod. No one's forcing you to enjoy it, and no one's forcing you to play it. Like, I don't know. I think we all need to just let people be people and let people enjoy what they want to enjoy. If they're not hurting anyone, if they're not doing anything bad, they're not breaking any laws or hurting anybody in the process, let people do what they want and have fun. I think that's what this community needs to be at the end of the day, is a place where people can express themselves how they want in a way that doesn't hurt people or and makes them happy. I think at the end of the day, if you can make something that makes you happy and doesn't hurt anyone and makes other people happy, then that's what we should strive for in this community, especially now with all the drama, not I won't say drama, but all the stuff that's been going on in the community. I actually I actually did draw on one of the other pages. I did draw their mod, the person that was saying this like mean stuff. I did draw a character from their mod on one of these posters. I actually plan on going back and erasing it and replacing it with the other mod because I don't want to support that person if that's what they're doing, if they're discouraging people from expressing themselves in a way that they claim is a fetish or whatever, and it just comes off as mean and arrogant, I don't want to support that. So when I eventually come to it, I'm going to erase it and replace it with a character from the mod that the other person put out. And just as a way to support them, because I think the last thing anyone should be doing in this community right now is discouraging people from expressing themselves creatively, especially if it's in a way that doesn't hurt anyone or attack anyone. You know, just let people be people and live how they want to live. All right, that was a quick little yap session, I guess. But yeah, that's the final product of this poster. I think it came out pretty good. If I had to say my favorite one out of all of them, I think Chords and Insanity came out pretty good. Korevi also came out pretty good. Yeah, I think they all came out pretty good. Oh, you're welcome. Erase that actually. Ugh. There we go. Alright, so not sure when my next stream will be, but the next stream will be this one. These are mods all based off of songs by Incredible Polo. And you know, there are some mods that have come out recently that are based on Incredible Polo songs, but this was made a while ago, you know, before those ones came out, so. But I did my best, so that's the first poster. I'm gonna, yeah, Wheels, wait, let me go back. I got both versions of Wheels on here, actually. I got Lex's version and then the other version, which I can't remember who made it, but yeah, both versions of Wheels. I actually heard recently that this one was stolen by someone, because I think Cyberboxer, the creator of Tramlines, this was originally theirs, but someone like kind of stole the designs from them or something like that and like tweaked them to make them their own. Flow Studio. Yeah, that's Lex's, I'm pretty sure. I don't think Flow Studio did the other one. It was a different person. Either way, if Cyberboxer eventually releases the Wheels version, I will put that on a separate poster. But yeah, I'm very excited to this one because I love a lot of these mods and I think a lot of them came out pretty good. I'd say one of my favorites is definitely Feel the Time over here. I think the Feel the Time one came out pretty good. The Veda one definitely came out good, I think. The Wheels one and the ship, probably. But yeah, that'll be for the next stream. Yeah, Believe. I got both College Knowledge's Believe and Proto's Believe as well, PMB's Believe. Yeah, I got Person from Brazil's Pop Zay, and then College Knowledge's Last Day. I got Gummies Pushing Life, and then College Knowledge's Pushing Life. College Knowledge has made a lot of mods based on Polo songs. What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, another thing is a controversial creator in the Incredibox community, Incredibox animator. I know Incredibox animator has been in hot water for stuff, and I do not agree or validate any of the things he's done, but I do enjoy his mods, and not because they're made by him, but because he works with like a big team of people to make his mods. And I want to show support for like the other people in his team and what they've done to create such good mods, because he like his mod Moonlight, it was I will admit, Moonlight, it was a very cool mod. It was very cool for what it did. It was basically a whole new game when the full version of it came out. Um, and right now I'm waiting for him to release Ages. I'm very excited for that mod, I will admit. I think it's going to be very good. Sign Tile is doing the vocals for Ages, I'm pretty sure. And he's very good at vocals in mods, so I'm excited to see that. Um, but yeah, I I think when it comes to Incredibox Animator, I think he's definitely talented, but I'm not saying that I support like his past actions. I do think his mods are good though. I'm excited for Ages. I wish I could put Ages on here because it is an incredible polo song, but you know, I've already made this and we've got so many other posters to go through. So when it comes out, I will eventually put it on a new poster though. But yeah, for now, I am gonna head out for the night. Thank you for tuning into the stream. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I hope you enjoyed watching me color in and ramble about random stuff. Like I said, I don't know when I'm gonna do the next one, but when I do, hopefully you'll tune in as well. Yep, that's about it. Thank you. Bye bye.